Hey, this is Glendon. The title of this segment is The American Dream Dead. But before I get into that, just want to discuss some of the emails I got this weekend that prompted this video. Uh, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. I understand that the economy sucks. My personal opinion, unemployment's 20%. They're saying it's 9 point something, but when you count in the people who stop looking, the folks who are what I call marginally employed, they have a part-time job, or I think it's like 20%. I really think it's already like that. And things are moving along, but a lot of bad stuff starting to happen. Gas is just going up. I mean, it used to cost, what, $38 to fill up my car? It's $55 to fill up the car, same car. All I can say is keep it tuned and make sure your air filter is replaced. But the email that I got was this person I don't even know. It's a new person and really despondent, and it was a long ass email. I mean, we're talking chapter and verse. I read it because I was fantastically behind last week, and some stuff happened that even put me further back. But I just spent all weekend going through emails. If I haven't gotten back to you, it's because I haven't gotten to it. But this one came in, and this person was just like, I just had a vision of this person sitting in their house getting ready to just end it. I mean, they were that despondent because it's like, I have not 1 degree, but I have 2 degrees. And I hear about the storage auction thing, and it's like everybody knows about it. And it was just like, what's wrong? The American dream is dead. And at that point, I took a time out and wrote a detailed response because the American dream is not dead. The American dream is alive and well. What is dead is the American spirit. You understand? Opportunity exists all around us. I mean, screw it. You don't want to do storage auctions? Cool, don't do storage auctions. But there's something you could do. Do not get it twisted. There's something you can do because there's a ton of opportunity. Why I say the American spirit is dead is because we have a bunch of namby-pamby, lazy ass. If it's not like this, just if it's not that type of action, it's too hard. If something's wrong, it's a scam. The system's rigged. I grew up in an era where there were consequences for fucking up. If you did poorly in school, your ass got left back. There was none of this no child left behind bullshit. None of this outcome-based education. Some schools don't even give grades, and kids are flunking. How do you flunk out of an institution that doesn't give you grades? I'm going to tell you how. Lazy, unmotivated, lack of initiative, don't give a damn. That's it. I grew up in that era, and it's something else that's happened. It's like we've also gotten to this place where if you're not number one, there was no point in even competing. I mean, seriously, that is how this thing is going. If you just don't be the best that you can be to the point of getting that gold medal, it's like all went for naught. And I grew up where there was a first place, a second place, a third place, and the fourth place, and there was corresponding ribbons or trophies to this. Then someone in all their glorious wisdom like, let's get rid of that and concentrate on being number one. You can't always be first. You can be next, but you can't always be first. That's a fact. You're not going to win every fight. There's someone that's always going to be faster, smarter, more attractive than you are. That's when it boils down to tenacity. Working on the unique characteristics, attributes, traits that you have, and exploiting those. Because we all have something. We all have something. Because right now, there are people, because, I think I have more information about, I'm going to say it, I have more information about what's going on in the world of storage auctions than other people, because I have a lot of people who send me information. Oh, I'm at this auction. Oh, look at this picture. Oh, I got this unit. Even with the crowds, even with the television shows, there's still people buying units and making money. I understand there's a lot of folks out there that don't know what they're doing, and they're seeing the unit and they're getting the woody and they're spending everything in their pocket. If you've emailed me, and there's people, it's like, oh, I lost my job, but I got 50 grand. Oh, I lost my job, but I got 30 grand. Or if I move some stuff around or cash this out, I can get 100 grand. Do you think I can make X amount of dollars in this business? And I always said, save your money. One very important reason. I don't know the skill sets of that person. I have no clue. It's an email. This person could be in poor health. They could be crazy or they could be lazy. I have no clue to their abilities. So while I had one guy that I said, go for it. He got a ton of money from BP because he was a fisherman in the Gulf. If anyone that's worked on the boat knows that's extremely hard work. He also had money saved. And with this infusion, and it was 6 figures. I was like, with your abilities, go for it. See if you like it. Because he's someone that's used to hard work. He's run his own business. And it makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference because there's some people who could just jump right in. But there's certain things. He had money, business skills, 2 trucks already. I think, either him or another. But he already had a lot of stuff already. So it was a totally different groove. But this nonsense that the American dream is dead, it's not dead. You're just waiting for it to come up and kiss you. I had a mentor, sales manager, and his policy, his philosophy on rejection was, you need to grab rejection by the neck and choke the shit out of it. Either the rejection is going to die or you're going to die. Someone's got to die. I mean, he was a balls to the wall. You know what? If you knock on enough doors, you're going to make a sale. If you make enough phone calls, you're going to make a sale. If you are a piss poor salesman, you have to make 8 times as many phone calls, 8 times as many sales pitches as a guy who's good. But guess what? If you put in the work, you'll be just equally successful. I got in the business of sales. I came from working at Northside Hospital in the lab, out there in the sales world, and I had side businesses and stuff, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had no clue. But I worked at it. I fell on my face. I made a lot of mistakes. But one day, it clicked. I looked in my gold mine. I was just like, wow, I've hit plan. And I'm like well below my average in number of calls. And you've got to put in the work. That's what's killing people. The American dream's not dead. Let me tell you who's realizing the American dream. Immigrants. I want you to think about this. Who's excelling in the NFL, even the NBA, well, more so baseball in the NBA than the NFL. But Samoans are going to take over. Mark my words. 10 years, it's going to be a ton of long-ass names in the NFL. Trust me on that. I was stationed in Hawaii. Those boys are fierce. I'm just surprised it's taking this long. You got a guy, there was this, look it up. There was this on 60 Minutes, and they were talking about how this one school, like 20% of the guys that graduated from the school went to the NFL. Their football practice field was rocks. Orange clay. If you've ever been to Hawaii, you know what I'm talking about. That orange clay, rocks. No grass. This is what these boys practice on, full contact. Barefoot. Of course they're going to be successful. Why? Because they're tough. You have someone who comes from another country. The love of my life is a teacher. And she's noticed this with Asian students. They can come here, I'm talking not from another city, but from the motherland, from the old country, and within months to a year, they may not speak English well, but they're knocking out their schoolwork. She's a science teacher. They're doing it. And the thing is, they work their asses off. There's all this stuff. Oh, immigrants get special preference. I have hired a lot of immigrants. Some may have been illegal. I don't know. I didn't get into all that. It was a different group back then. But the work ethic is totally different. Totally different. I've had Americans working for me do something, then, oh, wait, what? You want me to do something else? I've got Jose, Jaime, Manuel, bam, 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 it's popping. I'm actually glad to pay them and looking for them. Next time I got work, I'm calling you. And that's the thing that's killed us, because we have gone from a country that had a great philosophy to this bloated beast where people feel entitled to the best of everything with no fucking effort whatsoever. None. Just, I breathe, therefore I should get. It's that much. And, it's like, well, Paris Hilton doesn't. I'm sorry, you didn't get lucky and get into the proper gene category, because Paris Hilton got lucky that someone in her family was a hell of a business person, and they built this fortune, and she gets part of it. So, life ain't fair, but you're not Paris Hilton. You're not any of these people. You're a regular Joe Blow that has a ton of special skills, but because you're fucking lazy, you don't want to work, you're looking for the easy way out, you think the American dream is dead. It's not. It's not even close to that. Not even close. This whole thing that I'm doing, the Urban Pack, right? This is a brand new business that I started in a recession. And it's been profitable since day one. Let me say that again. This is a business started in a recession. I sell books and information. Books. And so this whole thing, it's not dead. You're dead. You need to wake up, stop bitching, stop whining, stop going, oh, woe is me, and take control of your life. What is taking control of your life? Number one, you got to handle your money, or your money's going to handle you. There's no way around it. I don't care if you make 25 grand a year, 250. If you blow your money, you're screwed. You become a member of what I call the indentured servitude class. People who are slaves to debt. It totally changes your life. It totally cancels out a lot of your options, and it screws up your freedom. You can't take a day off unless it's vacation time. I have not had vacation time, paid time off since like 2000. I don't even know what that stuff is. But you've got to handle your money. And you've got to live within your means. That means if you make $50,000 a year, you need to live on 20 something. That's living within your means, because you got taxes and you need to put money away, you need to save. So that means you're probably going to be able to realistically live on like 25,000. I mean, no, people live on more. They blow the whole thing. You live on, which means you're not going to live in a certain neighborhood. Or if you want to live in a certain neighborhood, there's trade-offs. You know what? I want to live in this great neighborhood, so I'm going to pay cash for my car and take the money that would go for a car now to apply to the mortgage or rent. It's a trade-off, but people don't want it. It's like, I want it all now. You can't have it all now because you ain't that freaking talented. Sorry, I'm here to tell you, you're not. So stop bitching and stop whining and do something with your life. Get the money situation under control. Learn how to save. I have weeks where I play games with myself where this week I'm not going to spend any money. I know it sounds crazy. I know it's like I'm just not going to spend any money, because spending money becomes a habit. You're always spending, and then you try to fill these voids in yourself by buying stuff, yet you're still empty, because that's one of the reasons the storage auction business is such a great business. You have all these people that bought stuff they don't need, that hasn't really satisfied that urge, and they put it in the room and lose it. Oh, well. Oh, they bought it on credit, so they didn't pay for it, so no big loss. I'm telling you, because I'm going to put up a video on the blog about this guy. He's homeless, he lost his unit, and he's just going on to it. Obviously, he's got some substance abuse problems, but that's a whole nother deal. That's the culture we live in. Manage your money. Develop some discipline. What is discipline? The ability to do some shit you don't want to do and do it well. That's discipline. Everyone's like, oh, it's going to go well if I like it and I have passion. And no, it won't. If you are screw up on stuff you don't like, you're going to be a screw up on your passions. I'm here to tell you. I'm in the, I'm a writer, and I've got a lot to learn with the writing. This is new to me. I don't look at this as, hey, this book, this set of books, look at this as commencement. This is just the beginning of what I'm going to do with this writing thing. So there's a lot to learn. And I know there's tons of room for improvement for me. And that's exciting. But some people want to, boom, okay, bestseller, give me the money. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And I'm talking to a few people I know who I've been writing July 17th, 2009 is when I started writing. I wrote from 1999 to 2000, mid 2000, and then there's this huge gap where I didn't do anything. So essentially, this July coming up will be 2 years. That's really a short period of time. Now, I think I'm going to be fierce at year 5. That's how I look at it. In year 10, you ain't going to be able to tell me shit. In year 15, oh, watch out. In year 20, I'm going to be smoking. I've got these stages. But you got to start somewhere. You have to put yourself out there. So, manage your money. And I'm being repetitive for a reason. Manage your money. That is the biggest key, because if you're not in debt or you're not financially pressed, you have room to mentally think about doing something else. Because as long as you are, man, I got to get this money because I got to pay rent. It's going to suck up all your creative energy. You're just going to get on that grind and you're going to look up and next thing you know, you're 60. I'm serious. Manage your money. Develop some discipline. Actually get the word failure out of your mind. Stop looking at failure as the be-all. Failure is just like, I don't know how to do something. That didn't work out. That's it. Look at it, if you're a quarterback in the game and you throw a pick, get your mind right after that, because, the next series, you got to get your ass back out there. But some people throw that pick and they sit on the sideline for the rest of their life, saying stuff like, it wasn't meant to be. Well, the Lord didn't have it in his heart for me to have. Bullshit. God wants you to have a lot of stuff. God wants you to be successful. Guess what? You gotta work for it. That's the deal. You gotta work for it. Look at our campuses. I'm real close to Georgia Tech, Emory. When I'm going around to my appointments or visiting friends, and I drive through a campus, like 30% of Emory's Asian. Now, I went to University of Chaminade in Honolulu, which was like 90% Asian. So when I talk about they work their ass off, this is something I've saw with these own two eyes. I'm like, it's different. I had a friend, Peter, and we're supposed to study, and he comes a little late, and he said, "Man, I'm really slacking." I was like, "Why?" He said, "I took yesterday off." I said, "Okay, where are you slacking?" He said, "No, I took yesterday off. Usually I study 7 days a week. I hope this doesn't affect my GPA." He was a little depressed about that. But he was Chinese. Chinese people don't play about that stuff. Their parents don't, no, none of this. Your brother be home. Get your ass in there and study. They're not care. But that's called consequences for piss poor behavior. That's what happens. So all this stuff about the American dream being dead, it's the American spirit. If you rejuvenate your experience, or if you need to have a reincarnation of your spirit, it's out there. Just like I said, look YouTube. There's kids on YouTube who are making 6 figures because one day they sat in their bedrooms like, you know what? I'm going to start playing around on YouTube. Look, hey, here's the camera. Look at me. I got my panties on. Oh no. Folks, clean up your damn bedrooms. I'm tired of seeing videos with the laundry hanging out the hamper or the bathroom. Just clean up. Damn, it ain't that hard. But like I said, people here on YouTube are making money because they took a chance to do something. YouTube's only been around since 2006. No, 2005, 2006, something like that. And I think the partnership program came out in 2008. This is 2000. It's only been out 3 years. There's tons of ways to make money if you open your mind and stop thinking someone owes you something. Get rid of this entitlement. Start thinking, what can the world do for me? Start saying, what can I do for the world? The more people you serve, the more money you will make. I've seen it several times. When you get what I call, it's about me, it's about me, it's about me, you may make money short term, but it's not long term money because people hate your ass. They don't want to give you any more money. I've worked with guys, salesmen that got that first sale, but they could never get a referral and they could never get the second sale because the customer was just like, I hate you. I totally hate you. One person in particular. But that's the deal. Understand, the American dream is alive and well if you are willing to pay the cost of success. It's just that simple. All right, this is Glenn.